Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices. We'll look at the S&P and the Nasdaq and Amazon, which we've been working with. And with the S&P here, we've done the right things. We just need to change the count. So we've got wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and we were looking for 5 waves up for wave 5 here, of 5 and 5 of 3. But we've got support on 25.80, so that was a signal to go. We talked about strategy within here because we needed to identify either an impulse wave or a corrective wave down here. But on the S&P cash market, we could identify a corrective wave down here. So we would have put this over here to go long on top of group 2 here, 65, 72 and 80. And so what we need to do here is we need to adjust this. So the 5 waves up here is correct, but we just got them, they're just going to expand, that's all. So let's just weave this in right here. So this could even go up to, basically when we're talking about 26, when we talk about the number 6 and 600 in this case, and also the number 7 here, I normally find that, yes, they play their part, these two numbers, but what becomes stronger with these is 2650. So I'm just going to work with that target there a little bit. So let's take that off the copy thing. So we want to move that. I'm not sure if we'll go this high just yet, but I'm just going to put that there for the time being. And what we need to do here, these 5 waves here, we need to change these as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then wave 3 is normally longer and stronger. So we could put that up here, and then we can look for wave 4 here. So we'll just play it out like this here for the time being. But we do have our next entry in here, and you know the 26 will give us some sort of corrective pattern there, but that will place us on the 4-hour chart looking a little bit like this now in the bigger picture. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and 5 waves up here we just looked at for wave 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, and then 5 to the upside. So there's still more to go there. I'm not quite sure if this is the case, but what we can do is we can, because we've practically made a new high here, we can run with that. So just drilling in here on the tick chart from the 1 hour, we had our wave 3 and wave 4 here, and we knew we had green wave 1 here, and green 2 and green 3 and green 4 and green 5, and that's what we had last time when we spoke, and we were looking at this. But yeah, on the cash market, as I mentioned, the move down here looked like it was corrective and not impulse. So we came up with the strategy. The strategy was that on the long side at least, 25.80 as a support, and using the trading levels concept of patterns at the levels, then that would have put us long here. If you were a bit keener, you would have been down here on this high here. Yeah, but still, so the logical thing here to do is put wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then let's just keep counting the structure to the upside in terms of a larger impulse wave. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here. So we'll be looking up for wave 3 here, which will be longer than wave 1 here. So we'll still need to go up higher through here. And yeah, so if you're trading, then 2600 would be the obvious target before we see any serious corrections. There will be some, of course, at the 2590 here, but we should see this move up higher. And this is also in line with the Nasdaq as well. But I want to have a look at Amazon first, because that's the one we've been looking at. And in this case here, we're looking at, well, wave 4 here, wave 1 and wave 2 here, and then the third, we looked at the trigger here up for wave 3, and then we talked about the next trigger here. We talked about this wave 4 possibly coming down to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree here. That was possible, but I kind of know that number 1 here, we've got 1100, is a bit of a sticky number, and it's not to say that this wave 4 can't get bigger and uglier here, but we are starting to move off in the in quite a nice direction here. So just for the meantime here, we've got little 5 waves there, wave 1, wave 2, we're going 1, 2, 3. So we've got a little wave 3 here, and it'll be wave 4 and wave 5 here. Then an ABC correction, and then further to the upside from that point. I can change those later, but we're certainly moving up here. And the idea was to look for support on 1,100. It didn't really show any support here. It is showing some support here, but also taking out any of these levels here would have triggered this. So being above the 1,100 straight away puts you in looking for long trades and not short trades. So let's see how we go with that. The other thing that we've always got to look at here is the 50-60% retracement level from here down to here. So we're basically above that now, but we're being pulled to the triple one here, 111 here, and there will be, looks like it's stalling here. It will normally mirrors what's going on over here, and there is that resistance through here, but just keep the stop out of the way, and we should be moving higher then, and the Nasdaq would be much the same as well. So in the tech stocks here, just give me a second to find the right tool here to drag this across. So yeah, lining this up here as wave 4 here, 1 and 2, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and then 4, and going up for 5 here. So we can expect some, I can't draw on this side, but you can expect a further upside here, not much, and then you can expect a correction. So with that correction there, you can look at the 50-60% retracement level, wherever that comes in, and just remember that that we've got group 1 here, so we've got 10, 20 and 30 here, and the same here, we've got basically group 1, which is 1, 2 and 3, then we've got the midpoint, and then we've got 65, 72 and 80 here. So really, that even though the 50-60% retracement level is going to be a little bit lower here into this base here, but that will depend on where that comes out to, the top comes into play. But normally we can expect this to play group 2 to become support for become the support. So we expect this corrective pattern to be in this space here. So from, I have to draw on this side of the price, but basically from top of group 1 to group 2 here, that's where you can expect the wave 2 to play out here. And by the by, if for whatever reasons if I'm wrong, then if you get a nice tested support on top of number 3 here, which is group 1, then look for further upside at that point there. You'll trade long from that point if you've got tested support there. So alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.